I've had Austin since 6th grade back at Ransom Middle School. You know, he's from up in the north end of the county, and he's at Tate High School, and he's an Aggie and always will be.
I was born and raised on a family farming operation and was raised in this business and all aspects of agriculture in our community. And so what happens a lot of times in my classroom is I introduce the topic and the subject matter inside of the classroom, and then we take the application stage of taking the rigor up of instruction to the outside learning.
He's very personal with you, but he's also very professional, you know, and he's a good person, and I think it's very well displayed throughout his teaching style.
I instill each and every day in my student to follow their heart. And whether that be in a career that just needs a high school diploma, whether that be a trade school such as Georgetown, or going on to a 4-year program at the university.
If your heart is not to go to college and maybe get a trade or a skill, something like that, he wants you to do that.
He dedicates himself to a bunch of students. As far as tutoring and whatever he can do, whenever he can do it, he will do it with no questions asked. I've done the tractor competition, and he even came up here on Thanksgiving Day with me and dedicated his time to spend practice with me.
I make 50+ home visits a year. That means getting in my vehicle, going to the student's home, their place of work, and where they're competing, and being a part of that SAE program where I can understand and support them. That's a part of my job. When I can find that student that's successful in industry, that means I was successful in the classroom. And so as an agriculture education teacher, we try to teach that message about where we can build more awareness of the food issues that we face in this country. But as population grows, and we know by 2050 we'll have 9 billion people in this world, and how are we going to sustain ourselves as Americans, and how are we going to produce those commodities that Americans need? And that is going to be through an educated society that will be able to meet the global population needs.
Every now and then he'll have a pep talk. You know, he'll talk about stuff that's going on in politics of the world or something like that. And every time he talks, he just tries to inspire us to be our best and the best that we can be, and how we can best contribute to society.
Mr. Courson is like an elementary teacher on steroids trapped in a secondary education body, because if you ask him what he teaches, he's going to tell you what the elementary teachers tell you. He teaches kids.
You know, it's me here at 1 o'clock in the morning on the coldest day of the year last year, and a cow was being born, and there were students right along me where they could learn.
I think that, like, you know, not everybody is suited for, you know, the same kind of job. If we did, you know, the world wouldn't operate how it would, you know, and he helps people to embrace, you know, what they're kind of meant to do and what they want to do.
It's like a brother to us. You know, you can go to him for anything. No matter what you're talking about, there's always humor. It's never, we get to the point and we do what we need to do, but we make it enjoyable, and he makes it enjoyable for everybody that he teaches.
Regardless of where you are and what job you have, it's just about giving back to our communities and being a useful citizen in our democracy.